Hey, peace, peace, and divine blessings. It's your girl RebirthLotus here, again with another video for you. Okay, today's video is going to kick off our chakra balancing video. Now, chakras are meridian points from the top of your head to the base of your spine. There's 7 of them that represent where your chi is found, or your good energy, good vibrations, where they're found. Now, in these points, they can become blocked due to many factors, and when they become blocked, you end up leading a life that's filled with more turmoil. That's you try at things so hard and you don't realize why they're not coming to fruition. It just basically hinders your progress from living a successfully free life. When they're cleared and they're no longer blocked, you'll live a more free-flowing life, and whatever you want to desire or you want to obtain in your life, you could be able to manifest more easily when your chakras are clear. So this is our first video on our chakra healing set. So let's go. We're going to start at the very beginning. We're going to start with the root chakra. Now, the root chakra could be found at the base of the spine, and it's symbolized by the color red. 4 lotus flower petals make up the signature look of the root chakra. Now, there's a lot of symptoms that you may experience. They'll give you a good indication if your root chakra is blocked. I'm going to go over a couple of them with you now. Okay, number 1, feelings of insecurity. When you lack self-confidence, you're very anxious, have a lot of anxiety, that's a symptom showing you that your root chakra is blocked, that there's some kind of negative implementation on your subconscious mind about your self-worth, and you have to work through releasing that to help clear that blockage. Another one is aggressiveness or excessive anger. Both of those are also indications that your root chakra is blocked. In just knowing that emotions are energy, and it's a passing feeling, meaning that it won't last forever. Just that simple notation to always bring that to the forefront of your mind can help you diffuse some of the anger that you feel. Another good tip for that is also to breathe. You could do 5 breaths. Deep inhale, exhale for about 30 to 45 seconds, and that will also center you and bring you back into a state of being level and basically calm. So there's a lot of other practices you can do, but that's just 2 really quick off the top of my head. So aggressiveness and excessive anger are also indications that your root chakra is blocked. Another thing is restlessness. Having trouble sleeping at night, that's an indication that your root chakra is blocked and it needs to be cleared. Because you want to have at least 7 to 8 hours of restful sleep to have a more productive functioning day. Another blockage, another symptom that you can realize is also eating disorders, anorexia, bulimia, or 2 off the top of my head, that when you have these eating disorders, that's an indication that your root chakra is blocked. Helping to heal that will help to heal your root chakra. Another one is psychology of scarcity. Now, some people have trouble with thinking abundantly. There's a lot of videos on YouTube, a lot of reading material where you can do to help you feel more free-flowing and help you with the scarcity thinking, to think of things on more of an abundant level, be grateful, thankful for what you have, and that will overspread to everything. You operate from a point of faith over fear and abundance over lack. You don't concentrate on not having. You concentrate on all the many blessings you have, and in doing that, you will attract more blessings to you. It's kind of a mind game, a game where it's you against you. It's kind of pretty cool to get into. Once you get into it and start practicing the things, it's like almost like a game, but a fun game. And at the end of it, you know that with all the work that you're doing on yourself, it's going to be for your own benefit. You're actually being a driving force into making your situation better. So you'll get all the accolades, you'll get all the praise, you'll get all the benefit from that because you're investing in yourself, basically. And lastly, it also has a tendency to cause impotence or sterility. So if you're sterile or you're impotent, have trouble conceiving, that is also an indication that your root chakra is blocked and needs to be cleared. Now, there's many tips that I can give you that can help you heal your root chakra. Here's a few. You can connect with the earth by grounding, walking barefoot on the dirt, a couple minutes a day. That could help you ground and center you back into the earth. Because we're all from the earth. You know, we're all energy comprised from the earth. And sometimes getting back to Mother Nature is really all you need. Check out the scenery, be in the now, enjoy everything that's there, be grateful to be able to hear the birds chirping, water, the leaves blowing on the tree, be grateful to see butterflies, grasshoppers, dragonflies, whatever it is, just be grateful that you're able to experience that. And with that sense of gratitude, it will help heal certain things that you have blocking your root chakra. Another thing is to anchor yourself to your environment. Be in the now. Be more committed to experience life right now. Because right now is all we have. The past and the future is an illusion. The past is already gone, and so is time. Time doesn't really exist. If you say to yourself, I don't have enough time to get my report done, then you won't have enough time. Time will run out and your report will be not finished. If you say to yourself, I have all the time that I need, the universe is giving me enough time to actually get this done, you will actually see that you will have enough time. Where you probably thought that you needed more help or you didn't know where to start, you will see you're probably going to open a book in a library or log onto your phone, and you'll end up seeing things that will lead you down the right path to ensure that you have enough time to finish what you stated you wanted to finish. We see these kind of things with manifesting, but in a negative sense. You know, when you say one thing happens to you and you say, oh my gosh, I just know I'm going to have me a bad day. And at the end of the day, you're like, wow, what a day today was. When you say those things to yourself, do you ever remember a time when the day wasn't bad? I'm pretty sure you can't. So you should just try the opposite. Just try the opposite sometimes. And instead of saying today's going to be a bad day, say today's going to be a great day. I'm going to receive many blessings. I'm going to move through my day with ease. My intent is to be positive and to spread love to everyone that I meet in my path. You know, speak it to existence and feel it. Try to trigger a memory. If at first it feels kind of weird, it's like, how can I trigger this? A good tip is to think of a memory, whether it was graduation, falling in love, whatever it was that you felt completely happy in. Take a couple minutes to really sit down, close your eyes, and try to remember this. When you do that, after a while, you'll start to feel a happy, elated feeling. Another tip is to smile when you do that. And as soon as you start smiling and remember that memory and have that memory captured in the theater of your mind, your next step is to now think of what you want. Act as if you're having it right now. And then that will help you have the feelings, you know, of the elated feelings and just feeling happy. And that's going to bring you in alignment with the goals and the desires you have and help them come to fruition more easier. So anchor yourself to your environment and always live in the now. Try not to harp on things. Now, I know a lot of these things are easier said than done. So you're not supposed to, or don't be so hung up on, I got to get this right, every single thing. No. Be concerned with the 51%. Always start out small. The little steps you take in making this become a routine, after a while, it's going to go to 52%, 60%. Then 70% of the time, you're going to be thinking like this until it's like second nature. As soon as a negative thought comes in your head via someone else, TV, something you read, you automatically say, wait a minute, I don't think that to be true. And you implement a positive affirmation to kick that negative thing right to the side, saying that it's not for me. Thank you, but no thanks. I have my own way of thinking that's good for me. The more you do that, the more it will become second nature to you, and it'll really help you out. Another thing you could do is physical activity. Go for a walk in nature. I'm sorry. I hate that. Go for a walk in nature, get into the gym, work out, yoga, Pilates, meditation. You can start off small. Start off with 10 minutes, move up to 20 minutes, half an hour. Start with some home exercises if you feel a little self-conscious going out, being around people. Look for groups with others that share your feeling. You'll probably feel more comfortable with like minds and you guys can rise together. Some people do better in group settings when it comes to exercises. Some people do better alone. So whichever one is your forte, get a good binaural beats CD to listen to while you exercise. Sometimes songs are good, don't get me wrong, but you got to be mindful of what kind of songs you listen to, because songs paint a picture in your head. So you don't want a certain song to come on that you hear thinking about something that's not so positive or conducive to the vision where you envision for your life. You really got to be dedicated and kind of put everything else on hold while you harness and conjure up all the might you can on getting this to be a routine, stabilized in your life, because then you're going to see all your things come to fruition more easily. Another thing you could do is take care of your immediate needs. Don't procrastinate. Anything you could do now, get it done now. Feeling that you're on top of things will help with your confidence, boost your confidence level, and it will help you operate from a place of abundance. It will help you do that. You won't be thinking of scarcity. You won't be constantly worrying about what you didn't get done and how it's going to affect you. It's just a state of worry you put yourself in when you practice procrastination. So try not to do that and take care of things immediately. You have something to mail, stop what you're doing, get everything in the envelope, take a walk to the post office, you'll get some grounding done, and then come back. You'll get some grounding done, you'll get some sunshine to activate your melanin and your spirit, and you'll also get some grounding done, you'll get that task or that errand done. So it will do a whole lot for you to make sure you keep everything immediate to be done now and don't procrastinate. Another thing you could do is introspection to discover true aspirations. Now, introspection is just to look within to see what's my purpose, what am I good at. At first, that seems overwhelming. You can look up certain things on Google to help jog your memory, or you can just journal. Sit down and just start to write and see where it takes you. If you only write how you feel that day, that's fine, because going over how you feel, you could end up picking out things that are embedded in your subconscious mind that you need to release in order to unblock your root chakra. So, and you'll end up discovering things that feed your soul. Another thing to do is sit down and think about what you like. You could ask yourself certain poignant questions like, if I wasn't getting paid, what could I see myself doing right now? What could I see myself doing nonstop? What do I love to do? You could go back to things from childhood, what you like to do, and see if you want to nurture that and grow with that. Sometimes, you know, when you're a child, you envision and you have imaginary friends and you visualize, and that's the best things to do in order to raise your vibration and help you manifest and live in the law of attraction. Somewhere between childhood and adulthood, we kind of let a lot of other people thinking and society thinkings to get embedded in our subconscious and kind of operate from a sense of pleasing others instead of pleasing ourselves. So we end up losing ourselves along the way, and you know, you got to kind of center back yourself and come back to your journey to help everything flow freely. But I digress, so let me get back on point. Another thing you could do is going from material abundance to inner abundance. You know, sometimes when you think about what you don't have, it helps you not be appreciative of what you do have. Having children is a blessing, because you have to remember some people out there are struggling with that or can't have. Having a significant other to share your life with, to grow with, that's also amazing. You should be happy for that even in the times of argument or distress, because out of argument and distress is when you learn your strengths. It's when you're able to pick up yourself and really give yourself that pep talk, that reparenting to that inner child. To, you know, you need to look at yourself, and you need to, the only body you could change is you. You can't change anybody else. So with you delving into self and going on your journey, that will help raise your vibration, and that will also have a trickle down effect on your family to help raise their vibration. It's just the good you do for yourself could be spread to the world, and it could be a really good thing in doing for others. Another thing you can do is base all your decision on a place of trust with faith, and not out of fear. You know, when you operate out of a place of fear, it's the unknown. You're scared or apprehensive or have anxiety over what didn't happen yet, what you think might happen. So instead of feeding that wolf, the wolf you should feed is the wolf of faith. The wolf that says, I can do this. I've put in the work and I could do this. This is going to come through. This is going to happen for me. Put all your focus and energy on that. And that's an abundant way to think. Putting all your thoughts into your faith and having confidence and knowing that you will do it. That's moving and operating in an abundant way of thinking, and that's going to help you bring things into fruition. The result of doing all these tips will help you have a feeling of abundance, vitality, trust, optimism, and self-reliance. A good way of feeling that you can do anything. There's many other things that can block your chakra, and a lot of other tips that can help you unblock it. But take some time to invest in yourself and invest in your health. Self-healing is the best healing, and there's a lot of tools of research that you can be able to heal yourself. Well, I love you guys. Be sure to like, subscribe, and share. This is your girl, RebirthLotus. Until next time, peace.